evening. Welcome to the Ice Center in Salem, New Hampshire. The Dracut-Tyngsboro hockey team is taking on the Cambridge Falcons. Alongside Zach Lozano on camera, I am Nicky Parham, and DT is coming off of an interesting loss 6-4 to North Andover the other night.
Yeah, Nathan, it was a great game, I think, overall played. I think we talked about it, was the second period that really couldn't be team. That power play was really what helped them getting the 3 goals on the 5-minute nature, and they just fell pretty short against the Division II team. So, yeah, definitely impressive. We're just going to see what DT will do today. I think we're going to go down to Pat Crawley.
Tim Crowley.
Tim Crawley. Pat Crawley is his son who's number 11. We'll throw it over to him for the period.
Let's throw it downstairs.
Welcome to tonight's Dracut-Tyngsboro basketball game. And every CDC Division 3 League contest against the Elizabeth Falcons Cambridge High School. CDC game is being conducted under the rules of the MIAA. Please remember that this is not necessary for the positive experience of all. We ask that you certainly as many questions and connect the seconds to where the team is supported proud. Thank you for our work. The starting lineups for each team. For the visiting Cambridge Falcons, at center, number 3, Trey Blue. At left, number 4, Captain Miles Street. At right wing, number 7, Assistant Captain Mary Ball. At defense, number 6, Sal Carolina. Also representing the 14 Gaming Academy. And you go number 1, Dennis Marshall. Gaming coach Ron Alfioni, assistant coach for Kevin Gallagher, number 2, Travis Lincoln. Last time at Dracut-Tyngsboro. At center, number 2, assistant captain R.J. Pass. At left wing, number 24, Joe Gadden. At right wing, number 11, Pat Crowley. On the fence, number 4, Kyle McManus. Also on the fence, number 21, Dan Warren. Starting in goal, number 29, Preston Wilson. Everything for the coaches and to us, assistant coaches, Pascal and Sean Angley and Karen. At this time, we ask you please rise and do ask to join Son of America and those who are citizens to serve our country and our national anthem.
At least 5 or 6 people just said play ball at the end of that. after I was forced to turn down the volume in a very abrupt manner.
Wrong sport, Nathan.
Yeah, I know. You know what, I'm gonna actually finally complain about this on air, but the sound system here is a disaster. It's either too loud or too quiet, and the change can be very abrupt. But once again, I'm Nathan Paul alongside Zach Mazzano on camera, and Pat Crowley's dad Tim is doing the shots for the lead tonight. So the game is on, as it's Pat Crowley starting off with the puck. 1 second here. Crowley's got it again. Crowley up on the right side shoots one that did not get even close to being on the goal. Now Cambridge has it. They are going to carry it out of there. Here is Freddie Gould over the blue line, shooting one, save by Wilson, rebound cleared away from the crease. Another shot gets blocked, and then Joe Gagnon cannot get it out of there before Dan Warner does. Cambridge hits it back now, Anthony Catarina. Plays it ahead for Barry Walsh. It gets behind the net before being picked up by Kyle McManus of ET. McManus rushes right side, passes it to the left, and McManus tried to throw it in front, but it didn't get to the goal. Now a big hit along the boards, but gets Alec Bella fresh on the ice, handing off for AJ Cizik. That was turned over. Ooh, and a Cambridge player, to be specific, Barry Walsh, handed it to his own goalie, Dennis Marshall, who made a save on his own man. We're about a minute into the game here. Cizik against Thomas McGaffigan, and McGaffigan wins it, player on boards, Casey Rideout. Cut off by Bogosian. Bogosian tried to get a play going there, but attempting to throw to Bobby McCallum, he couldn't, but Alec Gifford could. Now it's Gifford dumping it in as the other man, McGaffigan, was offside. Now it's Mikey Collette with DT. Collette turned over, Andrew McGaffigan trying to dump it down. Couple sets of brothers in this Cambridge team. As they get it back after just briefly after DT, and a hit is placed on McGaffigan by, I believe, Collette. Excuse me if I was wrong there. Now it's in the stick of Casey Rideout, who dumps it in behind Wilson. 12:51 to go. Opening period here from the Salem, New Hampshire Ice Center. Play down way into McGaffigan. And Zikavell for Bogosian tries to get it out, because McGaffigan threw one but wide of the goal. They were deflected on the way. Now Alec Bella playing it ahead. Right side is shooting one, save made by Marshall. Now Kyle McManus almost got a decent possession, but Bobby McCallum gets it right back to Cambridge. Before being turned over to Cole Bolduc with DT. Bolduc. Turnover! As there was briefly a chance for David Lubbock, and then Cambridge is offside, courtesy of Nicholas Motel. 12:05 to go. Opening period, each team has one shot on goal. Cambridge penalty. So it's on Abbott Gifford. to take care of the sound issue in the intermission. Oh, it's coming out on the ice. Abbott Gifford is just serving his penalty, so DT is going to get an early power play here. Cambridge 4-0 in league play, but 0-3. Well, McManus right side, I'll get back to that in a minute. Cambridge close it out. So they're 4-0 in Division 3 contests, 3 of which have been league contests against Noon South, Wayland, and I'm trying to remember who the other team is, but Cizik. I know that their other DC one was against East Boston. McManus for DT. McManus threw one, went just wide of the goal. But just trying back to Cambridge, they're 0-3 in non-Division 3 games. We are Division 3, so Cambridge has had a good start, pretty decent start to the year. The team I'm scared of though is Lowell. As Cambridge gets it out, finding goal, might have a chance. Short-handed, goal through one, saved by Wilson. Pat Crowley, right side. Crowley. Hand off McManus, through one, tip, save, rebound. Cizik threw it just wide. And now two showing to the wrong team. So, Pat Crowley, drop back Kyle McManus. McManus. For Bogosian shooting it just high of the goal. Cambridge trying to play it up, but it's kept in by, that looks to be Mikey Collette. But it's Joe Gagnon, I believe. Now Crowley for McManus. McManus couldn't keep it into the zone. 11 seconds and 20 minutes only against Cambridge. McManus fires it wide. 4 seconds in that penalty. Bogosian keeps it in. Out of the box is Gifford, who is serving that penalty. Joe Gagnon for DT left corner. He's stuck in a battle fuck with Anthony Catarina. RJ Patterson, DT Patterson, through on the front! Looking for the tip from Gagnon. That was a pretty sweet deflection if they want to get it in. Now a shot and high the goal by Bogosian. Warner trying to get it around. But Patterson throws it behind the goal. For such a time though, the Dracut-Tyngsboro had 3 defensemen on the ice. As Gifford handing it off. Throwing one in front, but missing wide was injured McGaffigan. Now a shot taken, didn't get to the goal. Gary Walsh for Casey Rideout. Oh my goodness. The sound here is... That's frustrating. Now it's Andrew McGaffigan for Cambridge, passing it off Gary Walsh. Sorry if I'm slow here, I'm just really frustrated about this audio stuff. Keeping it in the line, McGaffigan threw one wide of the goal. Now it's kept in by Casey Rideout before DT tries to put it out. They couldn't, as keeping it in the blue line. It was Rideout. It gets wide of the goal eventually. McGaffigan. Cambridge with a lot of time early. Here's a shot to high the goal, taken by Miles Patton, who then gives a shovel on Joe Gagnon. Kyle McManus picks it up and is able to get it out. McManus with a lot of speed in the right side, shooting went just wide on Marshall. RJ Patterson threw one that went high the goal. Now it's Barry Walsh. Dropping it back for Casey Rideout. Up the Walsh again. Two assistant captain when his team. Walsh, nice move on Bogosian, shooting and a save by Wilson. Now it's Cole Bolduc. Then gets down, it's going to be a nice one against Cambridge. AJ Cizik take the draw for DT. Finally see the jersey of Thomas McGaffigan. And starting to confuse the two McGafferty brothers because the 2 and the 7 look way too similar. Thankfully, they're brothers, so if I say one last name, I won't necessarily get it wrong. Here's Avin Gifford. Now play ahead, gets behind Preston Wilson. With Bobby McCallum. Played around to Thomas McGafferty. McGafferty to McCallum. McCallum behind the net. Now it's Abbott Gifford. Gifford, left corner. Passing one in front off a skate and into the equipment of Wilson, who made that stop. RJ Patterson now. Patterson probably couldn't get him. Gets Kyle McManus. McManus still unblocked in front by a Falcon, I believe. Now, Will Cooper had a handle of a DT player. There was a puck battle a moment ago. Now it's Nicholas Burkell for Cambridge. Passed up David Lubbock. Turnover. Dan Warner, yes, it is him. Now behind the net, Nicholas Burkell. RJ Patterson could not get him a DT. Being played in by Will Cooper. Got off and dumped in by Jared DeBruin. Yes, it is Jared DeBruin who tried to get there quickly. Pat Crowley could not get it for DT as Will Cooper is plays it around to Benjamin Hicks. Now David Lubbock. Over RJ Patterson. Jared DeBruin pops into the Cambridge bench. 5:41 to go. I'll have to check out that soundboard during intermission. Brian Sabula wins the draw. Cole Bulldog couldn't get a turnover. Gary Walsh. Walsh still has it. Right side. DT gets it out into Zangian. Able to get it out, which is on before Cambridge gets it right back. Sal Catarina. Playing ahead, Miles Patton. Patton. Behind the net, right corner now. Patton with nice skating. Handing it off to Barry Walsh. He never handed it off. Now he does give it to Walsh now. Patton in the skates. In the stick left corner. Middle of the U.S. Sal Catarina. Andy Catarina now. Top left circle. Back to Sal. Sal Catarina. The one save. Wilson rebound. No, they save Wilson. A huge stop there. A shot by Miles Patton. Sent all the way down. Almost icing, but Cole Bolduc wins the race. Bolduc knocked down there, and Cambridge gets the puck. Anthony Catarina. Left side shooting, save, Wilson rebound, they pop it in. I thought they popped it in there on a shot by Freddie Gold, but that was dislodged. Cambridge's player was not thrilled about that one. Shots are, well, actually 7-2 because the shots are one slow. One ahead, rather, on the Cambridge side. Dumps it in. They have a chance here. See the numbers. Turnover. Andrew Dixon. Ooh, he gets knocked down. AJ Sizik gets a chance off that though. AJ Sizik right side. Shooting save by Marshall. And someone lost his stick. That's Sizik who lost his stick. Someone on that play. Cal McManus the other than the ice for DT. McManus trying to play it ahead.
I just want to point out that Andrew Dixon did stay solely off to the bench because he seemed to be injured.
Yep.
So I just want to let you know, it looks like we're going to have a power
Penalty.
play for DT.
Yep. The penalty's going to be on number 10, Bobby McCallum. Slash, it looks like.
Great period. Keep it up.
Slashing, that's McCallum. Sizik, tie-up win. Dixon, Bella couldn't get Dixon again. Trying to throw Casey right out. Kept in by Alec Bella. Bella for Dixon. Passing McManus. Shooting sent just wide. Cambridge can't clear it out. Bella really kept it in out. Turnover briefly. Cambridge able to whack it out. Here's McManus with DT. 1:36 to go to penalty. Kyle McManus has it. Passes. Dixon left side shooting high to goal. Pat Crowley. Crowley trying to get to the skates of Walsh, but he can't. Gets into the McManus handing off to Bella. Alec Bella. Showing out that I believe that Jake Calloway is missing from the game tonight. So the game's quickly. Dixon 2-1. Good for save rebound. They score! Pat Crowley! DT leads 1-0. Power play goal. And McCallum not happy as he has to stay in the box. So DT on the power play, they scored to take the first lead of the game for either side.
Yeah, you know, Nathan, that was a great play there by DT on the power play. Juicy rebound and Pat Crowley able to put it home.
Yep, indeed. Now the penalty clock is unhappy.
But you know, Nathan, it seems to me that Pat Crowley's have been having a great season.
Yep, he just tied R.J. Patterson for the team leading scorer. Crowley fires one. So they give Dixon the assist initially on that one. I think Bella might be in line for an assist as well on that play. Possibly McManus. I'll watch the video between periods and see if anyone should get another assist. I think it's quite possible that either Bella or McManus is in line for an assist on that play. Shots 8-5 or only 7-5 of the fixed between periods. Now, and off by Patton, and then it's sent high to goal. Kyle McManus with DT. McManus knocked down by Katarina as Cambridge had it briefly. Back to McManus. McManus lofted high into the second RJ Patterson. Patterson gets cut off by Anthony Katarina. Has his brother Sal right next to him. He does not look for that option. He goes to the rescue and almost loses to RJ Patterson. Over to Sal Katarina now. He lofted out, but Alec Balonius kept it in, and Pat Crowley off the boards, and then knocked in before being kicked in by Anthony Katarina. And Luke Denny is pressured by Pat Crowley. Kyle McManus hammers it in behind Marshall. And I believe that's a late offside.
I don't know. I think it might be a penalty, Nathan. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think
Looks like
someone's getting to the box. No, maybe not.
A little confusion there.
Yeah, me too.
But no penalties, the late offside.
Okay.
Andrew Dixon off the face-off into the right corner. Dixon still has it. He's got pressure on Freddie Gold. Dixon has it now. Left corner. Can't get out. It's picked up by Barry Walsh who came with it. Will be intercepted by Alec Bella for DT. Bella Sabula now over for Sizik. Sizik drop back, cut off by McKell for Gold. Looking for McKell, could not get him, but he's able to get Barry Walsh. Walsh turnover. AJ Sizik, 58 seconds to go. Sizik, right side. That goes back in the net. Pass in front, Dixon. Turnover, Freddie Gold. Nicholas Merkel, pushed right off the goal, picked up by Freddie Gold. Still a puck battle on the right side. 34 seconds to go. Cambridge seems out of power for the moment. And a shot from the blue line by Casey Ryder to stop Andrew McGaffigan. Turned over to Brian Tabula, handing it right over and falling down both Freddie Gold and Alex Goshen, but I think Goshen getting the penalty for that one. For a trip, most likely to cause a tripping motion. A shot from the blue line by Cambridge is stopped by Wilson. 7 seconds. Off on the boards, they may actually just run out the clear of the clock here. Who knows? Marshall's at the bench. Start taking the booking wide. Cambridge will start period 2 at the power play. 1-0 DT through 1 on the goal by Pat Crowley. Will be back to period 2.
Welcome back at the Salem Ice Center. I'm Zach Zano, Nathan Korn doing play, and Nathan checked the film during the intermission. And Nathan, you have an update for us. Take it away.
Yep, so first off, as I mentioned early in the game, a shot was cleared from the wrong tier and fixed that. But on the goal, AJ Sizik gets the primary assist as he whacked it over from the left side of the net over to Pat Crowley on the right side of the net. We did it in the Swampscott game as well. The intermission replay in order to verify goals to the score sheet. So Cambridge will start this period on a 2-minute power play as they're in the locker room still. The horn goes off to tell the Falcons to get on the ice.
Well, we're not time for the middies. Nope, Dracut-Tyngsboro.
It's happening.
Yeah. Look at them, where am I drinking middies for you right now?
Yep.
Here they go.
Here comes Cambridge. Yep. Alex Bogosian's in the box. I'm pretty sure it's going to be for a trip.
Yes.
Fresh sheet of ice for Cambridge, too.
Yeah, not a bad way to start the power play, Nathan.
We have Anthony Katarina and Miles Patton joining the guys on the ice for the Falcons last second. Yep, tripping. So, Sal Katarina playing up for Anthony Katarina. Anthony finds Sal at the middle of the blue line. Now fighting off for Miles Patton. Patton handing it over for Barry Walsh. Through Patton for Sal Katarina, over for Anthony Katarina. Katarina passes for Sal. Through one, save Wilson on a possible deflection with Barry Walsh looking in front, and then DT will clear it out. Anthony Katarina trying to play it ahead, but they're offside. So we also had the audio fixed during the intermission, which is good news. Ryan Tabula shoots it down, gets to Dennis Marshall, the Cambridge goaltender, handing off for Sal Katarina. Katarina playing it ahead for his brother Anthony. Anthony Katarina in to the slot. Nice move. Save Wilson, rebound. They score. Freddie Gould on a rebound has tied the game.
Yeah, Nathan, that was a tough break for Wilson. He made an absolutely extraordinary save at first, but the rebound was greatly placed, and that's why Cambridge just tied this game. And Wilson has had a pretty decent game so far.
Yeah, he's made 9 saves now. Actually, 10 saves.
Let's go, boys!
The stick of AJ Sizik gets lost, so a power play goal there for Cambridge is going, and there's a shot sent just wide of the goal. Now it's Andrew McGaffigan As Cambridge's goal. Oh, nice play on Cal McManus to send it away from the net. So, Casey Rideout for Cambridge now. Played off, turnover, Andrew Dixon. Turnover, Thomas Gaffkin trying to get it out for Cambridge. It's now in the stick of Casey Rideout. Playing it at, ooh, Dane Warner slipped as he was trying to defend Bobby McCallum. It's down. Now it's dumped back in by the Falcons. Ooh, bad play by Jack Harrison into the stick of Thomas Gaffigan. And ooh, he's hit by McManus. Nice hit placed there. There's Rideout. Top row circle through one save. Rebound. A scramble in front. Saved by Wilson. I thought the 29 was a 30 for a second. I'm like, what happened? Like, it's the way it was where the creases of the jersey were appearing and between icing against DT. Malcolm Grosjean is finally allowed out of the box there.
Yeah, Cambridge's jerseys, they're hard to read, the numbers. They remind me of Nova's Lowell's are kind of hard to read too.
Yeah, Lowell's are a bit better now, I think, but I've never found Lowell's all that hard to read. Cambridge's jerseys are not the best.
Yeah, I think Cambridge is worse by far, but I think Lowell's probably the second
Ooh,
worst.
a chance in front from the crease by Alex Bella. Now Joe Gagnon left side, cut off by Sal Caterina, and off David Lubbock. Now it's Alec Bella for DT. Bella dumped it down. It's behind Marshall. The Cambridge goaltender now, Sal Caterina. Cut off by Joe Gagnon. Now it's behind the Cambridge net, Anthony Caterina. With Patterson through one wide to the goal. And ooh, Sal Caterina had it briefly before being tripped up by Joe Gagnon, and he's caught for that. It'll be a penalty, and Cambridge will go back on the power play. So they're 1-1. The Cambridge Falcons to power play. Anthony Caterina. His mother Sal to his right. He goes to the other option, passing ahead with Barry Walsh. Walsh just below the left top of the blue line. Sorry. Now it's Miles Patton. Patton for Sal Caterina. For Anthony Caterina. Left circle. Passes off of the stick of Gold. Now here's Patton. Patton right side, pass it in front, but whiffing was Sal Caterina, I believe, and that was Sal Caterina on a hard-to-read uniform. Miles Patton gets it from, and I just screwed up the Caterina brothers for some reason. It's called Anthony Sal, briefly. It's in the stick of Barry Walsh. Walsh, now for Anthony Caterina. Caterina. Cut off and Manus who clears it out. Now it's behind Cambridge Lloyd Dennis Marshall. It's in the stick of Sal Caterina. Sorry, that was a pass. Well, connecting to Freddie Gold. Gold for Walsh. Wilson holds strong there. Now another shot by Patton is stopped by Wilson. 10:07 to go. 39 seconds going to Cambridge power play as Joe Gagnon sits for tripping. Sal Caterina off the face-off, passing for Miles Patton. Patton. Sal Caterina from the line, fire saved by Wilson. Now it's Miles Patton, the captain for the Cambridge Falcons. Top of the circle, nice drop pass for Sal Catarina. Middle of the blue line. Catarina gets by Patterson. Passing across. Anthony Catarina now through one, sent high to goal. As it's deflected above Wilson, then off the boards to Wilson, who freezes up. 9:37 to go, 8 seconds in the penalty. Shots are 17-5, so DT without a shots period. Thus far, so not the best way to start a period. In fact, it's about one of the worst ways imaginable. Have 2 penalty kills and give up a bunch of shots. Shots were 9-5 after the first period. Already, there are 8 shots, nothing for Cambridge. Thrown in front, but it's it wide of Wilson, who's held up strong so far tonight after a rough night for everyone involved on Wednesday against North Andover. Even though that third period was pretty decent. Anthony Catarina throwing wide of the goal. And I made a major mistake there. That was Will Cooper at the left point of the blue line. These Cambridge shoots is a very hard to read. Exactly 82. There's a chance for DT now. McManus is pushed by a couple of Cambridge guys. Brian Tabula for DT turned over. Cambridge reached that before Dan Moore dumped it into DT. There's KC right out. Right out. Now dumped in by Thomas McGafkin. Turn over to Alec Bella. Bella. Head, right side, shooting, save, rebound cleared wide of the goal. Gets down to the other end, rushing to the puck, Thomas McGafkin, but Alex Goji wins the race. Goji, left corner. Andrew Dixon. Turnover, late offside against Cambridge, is dumping in was Will Cooper, and they eventually get caught for an offside. 8:04 to go. Face off, one by Cambridge, comes down by Andrew McGafkin. It's in the on the right side of the ice now. There's a puck battle involving a number of players, including Dixon and Sizik for DT. Sizik picks the guard of that. Sizik with some speed, right side, attacking zone, shooting it high. And then Cambridge, David Lubbock clears it out, goes down the other way for an icing against Cambridge. 7:35 to go. So shots are 17-6 for Cambridge right now, including 8-1 Cambridge in this second period. As they get it now, Sal Catarina pulling it out, despite the effort of Dan Warner to keep it in. Sal Catarina off of the stick of Miles Patton for Freddie Gold. Gold defended by McManus and Warner. McManus sends it down and into the Cambridge bench. So Cambridge sends it down now behind Wilson. There's Walsh trying to poke it in front. Now it's Freddie Gold. Gold trying to throw it in front. Gold falls down. Here's Miles Patton. Patton, right side pass to Sal Catarina in the middle of the line. Through one, save Wilson. Patton turned over. Ooh, losing that Jarman Kazanjian. Shot taken by Patton, stop rebound. Oh, a collision involving Catarina and Kazanjian. There will be a penalty on the play.
Yeah, I think Kazanjian might go to the box for tripping.
I don't know who's going. It looks like it might be. Yeah,
it's Kazanjian.
Kazanjian for tripping with 6:38 to go in the period. So with 6:38 to go, Cambridge will get their third power play of the period. They're 1 for 2. Patterson won the draw, almost got out, but Katarina keeps it in for Cambridge. Now Patton through one gets blocked by Bogosian. He gets it out just enough to force Cambridge to retreat. Now it's Anthony Katarina. For Sal Katarina. Now Gary Walsh. Miles Patton. Knocked off and turned over. And it's RJ Patterson dumping it in. It's wide of Marshall. Cambridge starts off. Sal Katarina. In on the right side. Got back Lawson. Sizik tried to clear out, he couldn't. Now getting out. Oh, here's a 2-on-1 chance. Sizik and Patterson one-handed. Sizik passes. Patterson couldn't get a shot away. Shots 19-6 Cambridge. 11-1 the period. Sizik gets a short-handed chance. He's in. He gets. Thought he might have been tripped up there, but wasn't really tripped up at all. So now it's Anthony Katarina behind the Cambridge net for his team. Katarina continues to play it ahead. Outwork Patterson and Sizik. Katarina in, passes for goal, and then it gets wide of the crease. After going through the crease. Now it's Barry Walsh. Now Sal Katarina. Sal Katarina still has it. Passes, Barry Walsh from the blue line, fires, deflected wide. 1 second, and Kazanjian is out of the box. He goes to the bench for a change. Cambridge continues to work in the attacking zone. Left side, whiffing on that play with Miles Patton. And Cole Bolduck's going to get it out. Bolduck in on the left side. Slow move, trying to elude reach to Sal Katarina. He does initially. But Katarina with a nice play. Knock it off and to hand it off. Or I believe that's Thomas Agaska. It's one of the afterwards. So he's turned over down to reach Pat Crowley for Bolduck. He's knocked down. A loose puck. Sal Katarina gets to it. He clears it out. Eluding reach of Thomas Agafkin. It's going to be nice against Cambridge with 3:46 to go. This game is going pretty fast. Gifford to Cambridge, trying to carry out, and now gets into the reach of Bobby McCallum. After he's left by RJ Patterson, borderline roughing, but then DT's going to get it. Patterson handing it off to Jared DeBruin. DeBruin trying to get in and gets behind the net. Now to reach Pat Crowley. Crowley threw him wide of the goal. Throwing in behind the net, Dan Warner. Cambridge gets it, clearing it. Clearing out, Casey wide out. Chance here to Thomas Agafkin. Agafkin through one, saved by Wilson. And gets a whistle, 3:02 to go. Shots are going to be 20-6 for Cambridge. They are dominating this game, but Preston Wilson is holding his own in goal.
Is this on live TV? Is this on live TV?
It's not live right now, it's being recorded. It'll be on TV in a few days.
Oh, for Liveline?
Nope, it's for Dracut Access. Liveline is up there and their robotic cameras do it live. Okay, so AJ Sizik against Bobby McCallum in the face-off. As I think we've got medical coordinator, perhaps, doing something. McCallum turned over quickly before being sent back and reaching the Cambridge defender. Can't tell who it is. That's Cooper, who out there. That's unfortunately kind of a waste of my time trying to determine the numbers. And it's so hard to see. Cal advance to DT. Now Mikey Collette. Can't clear it out. Cooper keeps it in, throwing it wide of the goal. Now there's a hit on the boards involving Cal and Bogosian. There's a pass. Cooper through one. Save Wilson. Benjamin Hicks for Cambridge. Hicks playing it ahead. Gets down behind Wilson. Bogosian. Little weak on the clear attempt there, and so Cambridge will get it. Walsh now Patton through one wide of the goal. Cooper can't keep it in. 1:48 to go in the second period. He hands it off for Ben Hicks. Will be cut off and cleared out by Bogosian. And intercepted by Patton. Hicks finding gold before being picked up by DT's Ryan Sabula. Bogosian and Patton fight for the puck. Sabula knocks it out. AJ Sizik. Now Cole Bolduc, left side. Shooting in, but a nice block there by Cooper, I believe. Now Walsh cut off by Warner, turned over, shot, I believe by Cooper, was stopped by Wilson. Behind the net now, the battle between Brian Sabula and Freddie Gould. Now Armin Gazianjian flips it out. Sal Catarina. Full Cooper gun to get in behind Wilson. It's Alec Bella. Nice play by Walsh. Trying to throw it in front, but it's touched by Dan Warner, and we get a penalty.
Is this another power play for Cambridge?
It is. Wow. Alec Bellis to the box with 40.8 to go.
I think this is Cambridge's third or fourth.
Yeah. Slashing against Vela. 2-minute final.
And Nathan, look at those shots.
Yep. 22 to 6 for Cambridge. Cambridge is one of the best teams in the league. But Johnny was really worried about Lowell. I think we talked about this the other night.
Yeah, I think we did.
So it's now Anthony Catarina handing it to Sal Catarina. Over Anthony out. Top of the left circle. Through one higher Wilson. We get a whistle of some sort.
High stick.
Yeah, played by a high stick. It looks like the face-off is going to be to the right of Dennis Marshall. Almost forgot his first name, the Cambridge goaltender. And this is good too. Yeah, this might most likely will take us during the rest of the period, or
Pretty close anyway.
a decent amount of it, especially if DT go in the draw. Patterson, he dropped DT, he can't win it, losing it to Freddie Gould. Now it's Sal Catarina, 12 seconds to go. Catarina, right side. A couple of collisions there, it's cleared out. That will just about do it. As Anthony Catarina picks up the puck. Playing ahead for Miles Patton. Fired down, blocked by Alex Bogosian to end the period. The shot's 22 to 6, favoring Cambridge. That DT only got one shot in that period. Shots on goal were 13 for Cambridge in the second. So we'll be back with period 3. I want to welcome everyone back to the Ice Center at Salem, New Hampshire for period 3 between Dracut-Tyngsboro and the visiting Cambridge Falcons alongside Jack Lozano. And it was not a very good period for DT.
No, not at all. You know, the shots really show it. I mean, 22 to 6, that's not really a strong setting. I mean, granted, Dracut-Tyngsboro has a goal, but I mean, 6 shots, that's not a lot.
Yeah, including only one in that period.
His outside going to work.
That was
Jake Calorie. I was telling him about my wrists because I actually fell at work. I slipped on. I was outside shoveling some snow and I just slipped on the patch of ice. And I fell right on it. And Nathan, that was a lot of snow we got.
Yeah, I measured 15.4 inches, our largest storm since February 9th, 2015. We got 16 inches.
That's a lot. That's a good amount of snow. Yeah, and anyone, just in case I'm giving an update, the Kansas City Chiefs are right now on top of the Tennessee Titans, 21-10. That is because most likely the Jaguars will beat the Bills, I'm assuming, but anything can happen. But if that does happen, then the winner of that game will be ending up coming to Gillette Stadium on the 13th, which is Saturday.
And DT plays Wayland. They did it at 7:20 here at the Ice Center that night. Penalty kick continues for DT, 1:19 to go in, 15 minutes straight to go in the game. Alabella remains in the rocks. Sal Catarina for Cambridge. Handing it off to Anthony Catarina. Gets by Patterson. Catarina in left side. Thorn, he scores! It gets right through the top. Shot of the net, and Cambridge takes a 2-1 lead.
Here we go! Now open it up, boys! Open it up! Let's go!
That was a good shot there, and now looks like I think he might have said something to Alabella in the box. So, and now they're up 2-1 now, so quick strike there on the power play for Cambridge.
Sal Catarina should get an assist on that. Mulch Leo up. Play in front. Passing from Barry Walsh to Freddie Gould. And Preston Wilson gets it. So, not a good way to start period 3. As now DT's going to get it out. Andrew Dixon has Cole Bolduc to his right. Dixon in Jackson's zone. They ruled him offside. Or more specifically, they ruled him and Cole Bolduc offside. 32 seconds into period 3. Face-off forthcoming here. RJ Patterson will be taking the DT, but the referees are talking with the Cambridge coach, Mark Marfione. I think that's the coach that he was talking to. Now we get a face-off between RJ Patterson and Freddie Gould. Gould wins it, handing off on the pass down for Anthony Catarina. Looking for Sal Catarina and gets it. Now Miles Patton turned it over. Jared DeBruin shoots, save made, rebound, score! Tie game! Pat Crowley, second of the night!
Pat Crowley is having one heck of a game and one heck of a season. He nets his second of the night, Nathan, and they have just tied this game up and against a very well-skilled Cambridge team.
So Jared DeBruin gets a lone assist as I anticipated on Pat Crowley's goal. So each team gets a goal in the first minute of the period here. Kyle McManus. Cambridge trying to get it out, but there's a huge battle on the boards, and now it is picked up by Thomas Gaffigan before we hand out to Casey Rideout. Now trying to down Abbott Gifford. On the right side, it's Alfred Borgian turnover. Gifford, Thomas McGaffin, Anthony McGaffin, excuse me, firing by the net. Now it's Alec Gifford. It's tough to tell what number that is, but we're going to get a penalty, and the number that was looking for is 10, Bobby McCallum. Alec Bell is able to lead blocks, but he's open because RJ Patterson's going in. So it's a penalty parade for for DT tonight,
Yeah.
holding.
You know, they've had a lot of penalties, and I really don't think they're telling them anything because those penalties, they can't really get any shots on goal. And you know, correct me if I'm wrong, are both Cambridge goals scored on power plays? I know one is the previous one.
Both of them, I believe, are scored. Yeah, they're both on power plays.
So see, DT really wants to try to win the box tonight. That's definitely what they've been doing.
Yeah, and the message has been, don't go to the box. Don't go to the box. What do they keep doing? Going to the box. You can't do that. Sal Catarina, left side. Above the left circle, now passing to Anthony Catarina. Throwing one, saved and cleared from the piece of Colin McManus. Oh, Cambridge will get a penalty. I think. That's a big break, Nathan. It is going to be Miles Patton. That's a big break.
Oh, wait. Are there two? Oh, no, he's getting into the game. Because now we're going to have 30 seconds of power play time.
High sticking against Patton. So 1 minute 30 seconds of 4-on-4, then 30 seconds of Dracut-Tyngsboro power play. Attacking one draw. AJ Suzik tips behind the net. And Cambridge with Anthony Catarina from Sal Catarina. Back to Sal. Now it's hitting off for Anthony through Barry Wall. Gets punched behind Preston Wilson. Now it's sent down the other way behind Marshall. Sal Catarina. Pressure by AJ Suzik, and Cole Burdick's going to get it out. They push on the wards of Colin Gates, picks it up. McManus forced off the puck by Barry Walsh. Here is Anthony Catarina. Sent down by Thomas McGaffigan. It's going to be an icing against Cambridge with 38 seconds to go in 4-on-4. Then after that, it'll be 30 seconds of power play time for DT, barring further penalties. So DT makes a minor adjustment. Sabula changes out for Dixon. Actually, I believe they changed some of the other personnel as well. Face off. Cambridge has it. They are going to get it out. Punch up the play in the column, turned over by Alec Bella. Bella through one, save Marshall. He sticks it away, hands it right to Alec Bella again. Bella looking with Dixon and gets him. Dixon. Now it's Pat Crowley. DT with some decent zone time here for once. Crowley with Dixon. Gets him. Dixon through one wide of the goal. Crowley on the boards. Bowling picked up by Andrew Macklin. Out of box, RJ Patterson. DT power play. 26 seconds. Patterson changes out for AJ Suzik. Kyle McManus. Complete 18 seconds. McManus has a lot of speed. Through neutral zone. In the attacking zone now. McManus. Right side. Has not scored since the opening game, I believe. A shot sent wide of the goal. McManus through one, deflected to the glass, out of the box. Miles Patton. And it's turnover. Alabama couldn't keep it alive. 2-on-1 chance. Pass, score. Freddie goal. On a pass from Bobby McCallum, and it's 3-2 Cambridge. Just like that, Cambridge has regained the lead.
Yeah, 2-on-1, trying to dive down, but you know, got the great pass and repped him past Wilson.
They give an assist to Patton. Cambridge has it. Cambridge a very good team. Them and Lowell are the kings of the MVC-DCL3 right now. Miles Patton. Now it's into the stick of Barry Walsh. Passing. Penalty against DT.
Yep.
Not good. It's a penalty box parade tonight. Can't have that happening. Got in. Left side. Back in there. I thought that was in.
Yeah, hit the pipe.
But that did appear to go off both posts. And it'll be RJ Patterson again. Tripping, and Cambridge takes a timeout here. So it's not the best of situations. Good evening. Not the best of situations with Dracut-Tyngsboro. They've had a lot of penalties against them tonight.
Yeah, I agree. And, DT's penalties, I think, has been really what's killing them. And the fact that they only had 9 shots on net is not.
It's a 27 for Cambridge.
Yeah, and Wilson has been the one trying to keep them in this game. And when you have a team only producing 9 shots, that's not enough. And it's mainly because every other minute they have a penalty to play, and they have to dump it out. You can't just go on an attack with only 4 guys against 5.
Yeah. Can't be attacking that way all night long. That's not how hockey works.
No, so they really gotta for these last 9 for the last 7:47 when
9:47.
Well, I'm saying when Patterson gets out of the box at 7:47, they really need to try. They really gotta try and stay out of that box because that has been what's really hurting in this game.
Yep. Freddie Gould takes base off of Cambridge against Andrew Cizik, and Cizik moves it, carries it out. Cizik has bolted to the left. Cizik pressured by hands. By the hands of Sal Katarina, who takes it away and carries it nice himself. Handing it off now, Freddie Gould. Gould in left side. Passing. Set high in the net by Barry Walsh. Kyle McManus off the boards and off the glass and out. Yeah, you can't win hockey games when you're taking this many penalties. I've lost track. I'll track it with the game sheet later, but penalty play is getting ridiculous here. Sal Katarina, right side, Cambridge now. Miles Patton, hit, and Cizik is lucky not to get penalized for that, I think. Dumped in by Miles Patton for Cambridge. And Patton picks it up again. Over Alex Bella is going to clear it out. But rushing to Brian Sabula. 40 seconds of penalty, Sabula for now. And Anthony Katarina gets it for Cambridge. Katarina pressure range with Dixon. Katarina values his options as he got with Dixon. From the stick of Freddie Gould now on the pass. Gould passes. A shot set high the goal by Miles Patton. Here's Anthony Katarina. Has Casey Ryder to his right. Throws on goal himself and a save by Wilson. Now Kyle McManus, 6 seconds of penalty against Patterson. McManus lofts high the goal. Thankfully, DT kills that penalty off. Alec Bella, left point. Now, really big hit. Penalty against Cambridge.
That might be a major, Nathan. I don't know. That looked very dirty.
Yeah, it might be a major considering that.
I'm glad McManus is okay because that looked like it hurt.
And
that was a vicious hit.
Casey Rideout complaining about his penalty.
I don't know if I think I got it on camera. I want to look at that again.
Head contact is the call, which is an illegal check to the head, basically.
DT needs to strike here.
Yep, it's important. Since they scored on their first power play chance of the night, here's Dixon hassled around, but he gets it to Crowley runs out of trouble. McManus gets blocked in front by Sal Catarina, who closed it out. Now McManus. The GT will get a full power play here. Over the last one, which was just 30 seconds. McManus, right side, threw one into the glove of Marshall. When I said earlier that Kyle McManus had not scored since the first game, I blanked out and completely forgot that he scored in the last game. Oops.
Yes, he had the first game against Andover. What Andover?
Yep. And then Alpha Bogosian got his natural hat trick in the third. Speaking of Bogosian, he has it now. Handing off Pat Crowley right side. Crowley, who has scored both goals tonight for DT. And it's cleared down the other way by Cambridge. 1:11 to go in the penalty, 6:45 in regulation time. And that's all the time you're getting. Think of it now. Kyle McManus. McManus, left side. Shooting went wide of the net off the bullets behind. Pat Crowley could not get Andrew Dixon. Cambridge closed it out as Bogosian could not keep the puck in the zone. Kyle McManus for Dracut-Tyngsboro, 44 seconds in the power play. Handing off to Pat Crowley. Crowley with 2 goals tonight. 2 seconds of AJ Sizik. Sal Catarina closed it out for Cambridge. Anthony Catarina, I apologize. Kyle McManus to Andrew Dixon. Gets into the attacking goal. 29 seconds in the penalty against Cambridge. Anthony Catarina can't clear it out. His bell keeps it with his skates. Oh, he slips. It's a turnover. Might be a chance. Either way, McCallum fires and it's stopped by Wilson. Shots are now 29-10 for Cambridge. So 7-4 in the third, favoring Cambridge. And that's about skill having that happen, especially with the way he got Bella and tipped from the zone, but then he slipped and fell. The Bruin left side, the Bruin down and back to the Bruin for one goal. Mikey Flip could not get it as Cambridge is going to thought I had it over Patterson. I see Patterson here off the Bruin. The Bruin to Collette, shooting high. Kept it by Dan Warner now. Warner threw one, deflected around. Patterson could not get the puck. Cambridge coughs it right up to Warner, threw one high to goal. .5:11 to go. Cambridge up 3-2 here at the Ice Center in Salem, New Hampshire. Right out playing it ahead. Walsh. Now DT gets it back. Dan Warner. Crucial thing to generate something here in the last couple of minutes. Kyle McManus, nice play to elude the reach of Nicholas McKell. It just isn't fired high at all. Dixon. Dixon shoots, save Marshall. .434 to play in the game here. Cambridge still ahead 3-2. Game is now starting against Carolina. But our game, Kyle McManus dumps off the boards and in. Before picked up by Anthony Catarina. Catarina to the stick of Abbott Gifford. 4:10 to go. Here is Alex Bogosian. Bogosian threw him out of the goal. Now it's Pat Crowley. Crowley. Turned over, it's into Anthony Catarina, playing it ahead. It looks like that's Thomas McGaffigan and Cooper wrong. The chance in front. McCallum is probably McCallum. When it stopped to get a scum in front. It should be the 30th Cambridge shot of the night. And it is. Against Gold. Tied up, Gold wins it. Handing it off, Anthony Katarina. Gold now. Cut off by Patterson, trying to cover. Katarina picks it up. Anthony Katarina. For Freddie Gold. Gold. 2-1. Blocked in front. Bella gets it out. Brian Tabula can't get a play going as he's outworked by Anthony Katarina, handing off to Sal Katarina. Off the second floor, Bulldog, Dan Warner trying to whack it back to Bulldog. He does. Jay Patterson. Now it's Dan Warner bringing it down. Now Anthony Katarina. Bucks on the other side, Sal Katarina pressure by Brian Tabula. 2:51 to go. Clock's 31-12 for Cambridge right now. And
penalty?
Which it looks like
this is huge, Nathan. If it's on Cambridge.
I think it's on Cambridge.
Yes, it is, Nathan. This is the biggest.
Oh, and it's on Sal Katarina too. Their top defenseman.
This is going to be huge, Nathan. Especially with 2:46 left. Do you maybe think about pulling
Wilson?
Yeah,
I think about it. Ooh, you hear that?
No.
Abuse of officials, the call against Katarina and 10-minute misconduct. He's actually thrown out of the game. So the 2-minute part's going to be served by Luke Denny.
Oh.
So yeah, abuse of officials, the call here against Katarina. Their top defenseman. That's a pretty significant part of the game, especially when he gets thrown out of the game like that. They should have sent him to the showers.
That's huge.
Making him sit in the box. Dixon.
They need a score here, Nathan.
Sizik. Crowley. A huge score here. McManus. Crowley. Vela from McManus over to Crowley. Shooting. Save. Rebound. Oh, a save by Marshall on a Sizik shot. Maybe a little slow to taking the shot. But Marshall comes up big for Cambridge with 2 minutes 15 seconds to play in the game here. Wilson is at the hash marks. He retreats back to his cage to the other side. DT has the puck. Vela for Dixon. Now it's Dixon passing. Crowley. McManus fires. Glove down. Oop. Back in the front save. Rebound. Oh, scramble. And Cambridge will clear it out with 1:52 to go. 105 in the penalty. Shots 31-13 for Cambridge right now.
With this rush, you might want to see Cus Wilson go.
Yep. We'll watch it. McManus. Shooting glove by Marshall 50 seconds to go, and maybe DT will consider a timeout at some point.
I think so. Yep, they're going to call
timeout. I saw Jeff Duras signal it.
Yep, timeout
Dracut-Tyngsboro.
Dracut-Tyngsboro, my mistake.
We're still getting used to it.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have Jake Callier in there. However, he hasn't scored in a while.
Yeah, it has been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. The last time was December 13th, 2017 against Newton South.
How do you remember this?
I do.
How do you remember that?
Yeah. So he had goals in 2 straight games to start the year, and he's not scored since then. And he's only had 1 assist since that point after getting two assists in the game on December 16th. Then he had an assist against Slomskin.
So Wilson is back in the cage now.
Yep.
He will remain there.
We'll have to watch him with $1:39 to go in the game here. Cambridge couldn't. They do play it out as an incident to college fans. Now Vela getting to a PT. Some short-handed pressure by Cambridge. I'll have to watch it. Looks like a penalty signal. And it's going to be against.
It's against DT. It's against Vela.
Vela for hook. I believe that's not good.
That's not good at all. Because that penalty is going to take it to the end of the period now.
Better get a 4-on-4 goal, is what I say.
No, I think they got to pull Wilson and try to
Well, they have to get it out of the zone first.
Right now it's...
Wow. That's not good.
They got to pull him now to have a 5-on-4 at least.
And they can't because Gold gets it. Gold passes. They score! That shot by Gaffigan.
That's going to seal the game.
Not a good time for that to happen. Not a good time for that to happen at all. And, oh, wait. I thought they would send the game guard box, but it's not to be. So, yeah. You can't keep taking penalties.
No. No, Nathan, you really can't. And, that's been the discussion in this game is to not take penalties. And I think Vela has about 4 of them tonight.
Yeah.
It's really hurt them in the long shot. The shots on goal are just out. They're just like...
And a lot of Cambridge's shots have been on power plays.
Yeah.
And Cambridge only got a power play. Right now, as out of the box is Luke Denny, who was serving Katarina's abusive official penalty.
Yeah, I mean 32 to 13 shots wise in favor of the Falcons. I mean, there's just nothing much else you can say. Is that I feel like if there was not as many penalties, the game would have been a lot different. Most likely in favor of the team.
Yeah, or at least even.
Yes.
But anyways, Denny to McGaffigan. I think we know how this is going to end. Yeah. So all they have to do is just correct these mistakes against Lowell, who is 6-0-1 going into today. That would be a tall task in ourselves as the Cambridge Falcons take a 42 win over Dracut-Tyngsboro tonight. Alongside Zach Mazzano, I'm Nathan Corum. Have a good night.